Hello artists, welcome to Clay Level A. This one's going to be a fun one, guys. Alright, let's get started here. Alright, so let's take a look at what our learning looks like today. And it says here, I can take care of clay supplies and I can pinch and pull. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like. So at this table here, you're going to be working with some mats. You always want to be working with some messy mats here, and possibly this clay mat as well. And there's going to be about bags of clay. So here we are, here's our clay. It's like dirt. It's like squishy dirt, almost kind of like mud. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to take my hand, I'm going to grit out some clay, and I'm going to take a ball of this squishy clay. Okay, here's how I know I have enough clay here. I know I have enough clay when I can hold it in my hand and look, my fingers can almost touch, or they're barely touching, just like that. I know I have too little of clay if my fingers touch way too much. Look at that. Or I know I have too much clay when I can't touch my fingers at all. Like I can bear, like it's all the way out here. I can't touch my fingers at all. So this is a good amount of clay. I can barely touch it. And the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm just going to roll it into a ball. Look at that. All my fingers, they're already all sticky and messy, and that's okay. This is sculpture. All right, so first things first, I can make a ball. I need to ball it up. Ball it, ball it, ball it. And look, I can also pinch my clay. I can also pinch my clay. Look, here we go. I can pinch it into shapes. I can pinch it out like that. And I'm going to ball it. Anytime that I want to try something new, I need to ball it back up. Ball it, ball it, ball it. I can stick my thumb into it. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. And then look, I can start to pinch out the sides to make it thinner. Kind of like, ooh, it's starting to look like a bowl. I can pinch out the sides. Look, I'm turning it too. I'm turning it. I'm starting to pinch it out. I'm starting to do things. Okay, now, again, I'm going to ball it, ball it, ball it, ball it, ball it. All right. Sometimes I might be pinching something to make a three-dimensional object, to make something that stands up and isn't flat. Sometimes I might be pinching it and it'll get way too thin. It'll get way too thin, so thin that it breaks off. Now, this is not the video where I show you how to put the clay back together. So what you're going to do if this happens is you're just going to ball it back up again. I'm going to smush it back in and ball it, ball it, ball it, ball it, ball it. I'm going to ball it up all over the place. All right. Now I'm going to start just pinching and pulling, starting to make something. I don't really know what I'm making here. I'm just pinching and pulling, trying it out here. I'm going to pinch and pull this in. Here we go. Ooh, there. This is looking kind of interesting. I'm going to take another part, start to maybe pinch out some more parts of it. I'm going to start to pinch out some more parts of it. Now, I want to make sure that this doesn't end up too thin. Like I said before, I want to make sure it doesn't end up too thin. If I start to see that these parts are getting too thin, here's what's going to happen. It'll break off later. If I see it's getting too thin, look, I can ball it back in to itself. I can ball it back in to make it thicker. I'm going to kind of pinch it out, maybe pinch it this way a little bit. Ooh, this is looking kind of interesting. It's starting to look kind of like, ooh, I don't know. It's starting to look like a llama face to me, maybe. Maybe I'll add in some eyes where I can pinch these parts in. Ooh, now it's starting to look kind of like, I don't know, maybe a wolf or maybe a dog. You can start to maybe pinch out a nose a little bit. All right. I will know that my structure is all done when it can stand up and it's not flat. I will know it's all done when it can look. It can stand up. It's not flat. It's 3D. If it is flat, then I will need to, again, ball it, ball it, ball it up. And here's what's going to happen. If my teacher says that I can keep this structure, then my teacher is going to put my name and class code in the bottom. and then they're gonna put it in the kiln for me. And when it goes in the kiln, it's gonna get nice and hard, and it's gonna turn white, and it is gonna look fabulous. Happy creating!